Everybody, right, today we're going to be making a banister. As you can see, it is made of 20 different balustrades, and we've got a top section and a bottom rail. It's 200 centimeters long, so that's 2 meters, and 1 meter high. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be focusing on the duplicate special tool, which is used to once you've created an item, it's used to duplicate it across sort of large spaces and make regular patterns. So let's get started. Okay, right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that it is 5 units high and 5 deep and 5 wide. So 5, 5, 5. It creates and we get that. Now, press F to focus. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our front view and we're going to move this up so that it's level with this bottom axis. So we do that by typing in 2.5, it moves it up, then we're going to translate it to the right so it's lined up, this edge is lined up with the center axes, so 2.5 again, boom, and we get that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to now focus in on that. Going to rotate, and then we're going to, there we go. We're going to extrude up. So we're going to hit extrude. Then we're going to move it, translate it 0.5 up, and we're going to scale it down so it is scaled in all directions by half, 0.5. There we go. So that it is now half the size, so half the width, half the depth it was before. There we go. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to extrude up again. So extrude again, and this time we're going to translate it up by we're going to move it up by 94 units. Okay, like so. Boom. What that means is we've got 5 units of height here, so that's 5 centimeters, half a centimeter for that rise and then indent. Then we've got another 94 that we've gone up in total. We're then going to duplicate this or recreate this bottom sort of bit, squarey bit at the top, so that it's symmetrical. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some divisions. So that is, we're going to add 50 in there, like so. And then we're going to rotate it by 360. That will give it a twist, like so. Okay. So overall, it's now going to look a bit twisty and a bit more ornate than it did before. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go up to this top face, grab hold of the top face, and then extrude again. So we now translate y by 0.5. So then scale it up, scale, 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 all directions by 2. So doubling the size. So if it was halved at the first extrusion, we need to double it to get it back to its original size, like so. Okay. Now, get rid of that first extrusion there. That's it. Yeah, okay. Now, we need to extrude one more time by 5 to give it its full height. Okay. Extrude Y. So, there we go. Now, that in total is now 100 units in height. So I'm pretty pleased with that. It looks pretty twisty and pretty interesting, and it's looking pretty much what I needed it to look like. Now, next thing we're going to do, go into our front view again, go up to the full size, and what we're going to do is going to add some beveling. Because beveling makes everything look much more stylish. So we're going to double click on these rows of downward edges, holding down Shift. Going to get all these edges. Okay, we don't want the ones horizontally because we won't get any benefit from beveling those. We're going to click on these, go all the way down to the bottom. Do the same here. That, and then we're going to hit bevel. So edit mesh, bevel. Okay. Now, if we quickly go back into the view and go into the 3D view, you can see it's looking pretty good and quite smooth. It's picking up the light on the edges, looking good. So if we just quickly delete these top faces like that and like that, we're all good. Okay, that's the end of part 1.